Poetry Slam this year. We're really glad about how many people turned out to support the poets here, and we're excited about hearing this. Poetry Slam is supposed to be loud and exciting, so if you hear a poem that you particularly like, go ahead and make a bunch of noise. We've got 3 judges in the audience that are going to judge these poems, and they want to know what the audience thinks about each poem. So if you hear something you like, just yell, scream, clap your hands, anything you want to do. So the first reader today is going to be Grace Miller, and she's going to read a poem she wrote called My Paper. So Grace wants to go ahead and read it.
I sit here day after day looking at you, hoping to find some answer to your questions. As soon as I get close, you run and hide. As soon as I give you an answer, you ask another. You never stop, you never slow down, but continue ever harder. I spend hours seeking your knowledge, only to be left wanting. When the day is finally done, I put you aside, only to have you sitting there when I awake. Finally Friday comes and I bury you, but I know that early Monday morning you will be there, waiting for my attention, hoping that I will have a better answer. Then your new day comes and I turn you into them, for they will labor over you and correct you as best they can. Finally, I will receive a report that tells me how you are, if I chose my answers correctly, or if I should raise the bar.
And our second reader today will be Indigo Richards. He's going to be reading The Hunter and the Pursuers. Perishers.
Nice to see you here. Glad you could make the engagement. My room is back behind the bar. Please this way, let's have a discussion. Another lost soul, you say, gone astray for one reason or another? Matters not really, only that you are here now. So my place fascinates you. 4 walls of blown glass, empty at times, filled at others, and you want to play the game that I host tonight. I must tell you, the ante is low, but the stakes are high. You must give your wife, your children, all friends and family, your occupation too, it must go, and finally your life. The hunt is one that knows time but no place. The trophies are many, just look around my collection. The politicians, musicians, blue-collar men, the sad and lonely, the depressed, I have them from all walks of life. To you I hand the first glass. Nostravia we toast. Soon, when the drink enters your blood, you find that you are never the victor. It is I, and your life, kind sir, I must ask for it now, for I am forever the hunter. Those you see around you, always the perishers. With that in mind, I destroy myself.
Our third reader today is going to be Alexandria Minnis, reading Gladiator.
As I linger at the entrance for my life to end or another day of surviving the dreadful life the gods provide for me, I live and others die in the dreadful game of cat and mouse. Every day I present a new challenge, and like every day I meet that challenge head on with a sword in my hand. I am provided 3 meals a day that would not satisfy a vermin's stomach. I did not yearn for this way of life, fighting for others' pleasures. I see new faces every day. I do not have met any friends because they do not last long. I ponder at twilight how much longer until I meet my demise, as countless other lives have before me. This is my life as a gladiator.
Samuel Tucker will be next, reading Dream Journal, April 5th, 2011.
There is a movie playing inside my head. However, I can only remember the end. Arnold Schwarzenegger stakes a bad guy to a wall. Undoubtedly his sheer form of random, cliché justice. My deceased great-grandfather walks into the kitchen, stealing the remaining slices of pizza from the table. He claims he is in mourning in regards to the funeral across the hall. In a small town where a lavatory hotel sits in the center, everyone turns into zombies. There is no violence or bloodshed, just people looking for a cure. Thank you.
Zach Elmore with One Day at a Time.
My name is Zach Elmore, and before I read this poem, I want to let everyone know that it meant a lot to me. It came straight from my heart. And here it goes. I'm killing myself, and I don't want to die. I can't seem to stop, and I don't know why. I told my mom I'd slow down, but she called my bluff, because she knows that one is too many and 1,000 is never enough. I've never cared about her or anybody, just like this poem, it's been all about me. I feel so bad about what I've done. I can't hide from this. I can't duck and run. So here I am to accept my shame. I can't put it on you. You're not the one to blame. I prayed to God. I asked Him to set me free. He didn't open the door, but He gave me the key. Now I'm working my program, and it's changing my mind. I'm living moment for moment, one day at a time.
The suppression of a self-conscious feeling.
It never occurred to you till now. It never really meant anything till this far down the path. What unbound roads you wander, within its pits all asunder, you cry for sweet wrath. The taste of change still clutches in your mouth. You still want more. You still want out. I told the voice to go away, for life has no worth without freedom. There is no doubt. Heed my words, you ugly, unworldly Gretchen. You are not disciplined in my eyes. You are no more than You are no more than the unhappiness that burrows beneath persuasive lies. Feed me more suffering, you abomination. An abused, worthless wretch. Linger here no longer. You will burn along the sails of my self-destruction's blazing catch. Control sank fingers into the essence of a hatred for herself, ever so dark and complex to complete. She knotted the beast of dolor and gall to the hull of a juggernaut relinquished from fleet, and set aflame in the middle of the dune, the voice of her self-consciousness drowned, never to be heard again except in the sands of sinking feelings in an hourglass of despair unsound.
Next will be Cameron Mahal, Tang Dynasty, Poem 3.
My name is Cameron, and this is my friend Tracy. My format is going to be a little different than the ones you've heard so far, and so I have to give a little bit of an introduction. I took a classical Chinese poetry class a couple years ago, and I really fell in love with a couple artists. But there's always a problem trying to translate that beauty into English, and so a lot of people don't appreciate it. So I tried my hand at translating two of my favorites that I really identify with. They're both from the Tang Dynasty, which is known for really amazing poetry. And the first artist that I'm going to translate is Li Bo. And the poem is called Quiet Night Thoughts. So my friend Tracy here, I can do no justice to the Chinese language, so she's going to read the original for you. and then I'll follow it with my English translation. Okay? So the first one here is Quiet Night Thoughts by Li Bo.
床前明月光，凝时地上霜。举头望明月，低头思故乡。
I think part of the beauty is its simplicity and how concise it is. So, in front of my bed, there is bright moonlight, so calm it seems, like frost upon the ground. Facing skyward, I gaze at the bright moon. Facing earthward, I dream that I'm home. Okay, the next one is Night Mooring at Maple Bridge by Zhang Ji.
枫桥夜泊，张继。月落鸟啼霜满天，江南渔火对重圆。姑苏城外寒山寺，夜半钟声到客船。
Under a setting moon, crows cry in the frosty air. Under maple trees by the river, the fisher's lights my sleep impair. Outside Suzhou City comes the temple's midnight bell, across the water to where my boat does dwell.
John Marler will be reading Hope.
High times and low depressions, something's always wrong. Try to find a reason, but it takes so very long. By the time I find myself, I'm left without a soul. So how do I really know myself and figure out my role? Time brings change, things change fast. It goes on, but never lasts. I'm looking through the ashes of a burning love that died. I need a friend, but I have no one in which I can confide. Sadness brings sorrow, but I'll find a better way. Let's live to see tomorrow, and we'll see a brighter day.